right to Brian at the university there. Brian, thanks so much for joining us, and we really do want your perspective, but you are talking to some of the kids there.
Yeah, we have already. We've talked to some people who were there when the shots happened. One of them is Dallin Gilbertson. So what did you see when you were in the quad today as Charlie Kirk was making his presentation?
Yeah, so I was probably third or fourth row and people were in front of me, so I could hear him, but I couldn't really see him very well. Then all of a sudden I hear one gunshot, and then everyone starts running, right? Because there's a gunshot. And I'm running, and then I escaped, thankfully, and I'm safe. But I did not see him personally. I did not see the gunshot. I did not see him go back because people were in front of me.
But you're very close to the stage with him, right?
It was like 3 or 4 rows,
okay.
But then there's quite a bit of a distance in between that. Okay. So it's like still a good distance away.
Did you hear where the shot came from?
It sounded like it was from in back of us and above us. That's what I would say.
Did you see the shooter?
I did not.
Did you see what happened to Charlie Kirk after the shot was fired?
I did not see what happened to him after the shot was fired, no.
Okay. And people are running all over the place. What did you do?
I was with my friend, and I was running with him, and yeah, we just ran out, and we got to safety. That's all that really happened. I just ran with him.
And what are you seeing as you're running away from this chaotic scene?
I see some people crying. I see some people screaming. I see some people tripping over themselves because it just surprised everyone.
So this was in the quad. It was outside.
Correct. Yeah.
When you went into this area, did anybody check you? Did you have to give them a backpack? Or did you see any metal detectors?
No, I could just walk in, and I just called my friend and said, "Hey, where are you at?" And I walked in, and everyone just pulled up like any social event, really.
Did you have a ticket?
No, anyone could just walk on.
Anybody could walk in, and you were able to get pretty close, even without a ticket or without planning this much in advance.
Yeah, I was close. Yeah.
Okay, so then you're outside, and what are people saying? What's the scene at that point?
Like after it
happens, you run from the quad,
Mm-hmm.
people are tripping over each other, and then what?
Yeah, so some people did see the shot, and they said, he got shot in the neck, he got shot in the neck. One person told me that he saw it personally. I couldn't confirm it at that point because I didn't see it, but people were saying he got shot in the neck, he got shot in the neck.
Did you wait around and see police officers or any emergency medical teams arrive?
Yeah, when we were walking and running out, police were very promptly they came.
Okay, and what about an ambulance and Charlie Kirk being taken away in an ambulance? Did you see that?
I didn't see that because I was just trying to get out of there very quickly.
The fact that this happens at this school, this is your second year here at UVU,
yes,
right?
Sir.
The fact that it would happen anywhere is tragic. The fact that it happens where you go to school is what?
It's crazy. I mean, you hear about these things on the news, and then I never thought in my life that I'd be one to actually stand there when something like that would happen.
You were pretty close.
Yeah. Fairly, yeah.
All right. Safe place here.
I think overall, UVU is a safe place. Incidents happen, and it's tragic this happened, and we should always take precautions, but once school opens up, I'm going to go to school.
Were you aware of the people who were protesting his visit here?
I mean, I saw some people who certainly didn't like him, but I didn't expect, that, like a gunshot to go off. But I saw some people who disagreed with him.
Yeah. Do you remember what he was talking about? What the debate was over when the shot happened?
Yes. So a person approached him and they said, how many shootings are done by people who are transgender? And then he said, too many. And then the debate, I didn't remember all the debate after that, but they were debating about gun violence. And then 30 seconds after they start debating this, a gunshot goes off.
So the first question is about how many shootings are done by trans people?
It wasn't the first question. They were talking about something else before that, but that was a question.
That was a question, and
yeah.
that was before the gunfire.
Yeah, right as they start talking.
And then Charlie Kirk is talking about gun violence in general.
To be honest, I could only hear so much of it because it was because the microphones weren't the best.
Right.
So after he said too much about shootings of people who are transgender, I couldn't really hear what was happening after that too well. It was just kind of like I just couldn't really hear it.
So there's that. And then is the person that he's speaking with, because he does a lot of debating with college students, right? Mm-hmm. Is the person he's speaking with, engaging with him at that point, going back and forth?
I could hear a little back and forth. I couldn't hear specifically what was happening, being said, but there's some back and forth, yeah.
Frightening to you?
In the moment, to be honest, I was just confused to what was going on. I was just like, wait, what's happening? So, to be honest, my first emotions or feelings were just confusion.
And that was what a lot of people were thinking?
I would think so. I would think they were, just confused. Like, no one expected this to just happen.
Yeah. How quickly did the whole quad
immediately
clear out?
Once we heard that, everyone was just started.
It was like instantaneous.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you see any police officers in the crowd just sort of standing watch earlier in the event?
I did not see that, no.
And when you went into the quad again, there was no checkpoint and there were no security or no police officers there either?
There was no checkpoint, no.
There was nothing that you could tell?
And if there were police, I'm just saying that's what I didn't see. I don't know if there were or not. I didn't personally see any.
All right, well, Dallin, thank you very much for speaking with us. We've talked to a number of people here who have been on campus or were at the event itself. I spoke to one man who is a candidate for office in a local community in Utah County. He said he did see the bullet strike Charlie Kirk because there was blood coming from Kirk's neck. This is according to this individual. After that, he's not sure exactly what happened because, as Dallin just told us, they cleared everybody out very, very quickly. So we also spoke to a woman here who recounted text messages that came out from the university very, very soon after the shooting, and it basically said, you got to get off campus. And she said there were police officers, professors, just anyone who had authority really trying to shepherd people away from campus, get them off campus, and that has happened. And we're not going any further than right here for the time being. We're on the south end of campus right now. We understand that police have a presence over on the ball fields. They want to talk to us over there. That's probably a mile and a half away, so we'll get there as soon as we can. But we've seen a stream of cars leave. We've talked to people who were there. This was a chilling scene, and as you heard just now from him, the question was about shootings by trans individuals, and then there was a question and maybe some exchanges about gun violence, perhaps gun control, we don't know, and then the shot was fired. So we are, as I mentioned, on the south end of the campus. We're going to try to get a little bit more information. We'll be back with you. For now, at UVU, Brian Malahi, KUTV 2 News.